Isn't it weird that the government was so interested in Diddy's baby oil that they took 1,000 bottles away from his house? If the government took 1,000 bottles of baby oil and somebody had things what appeared to be baby oil, and then you have to listen to the prosecutor. He said that they seized 1,000 bottles what allegedly to be baby oil. Allegedly to be baby oil. So that's telling people that it wasn't baby oil. And people think that that was baby oil, they out their mind. I don't believe it was baby oil. Yo, bro, when they went up in there, they knew what they was gonna find. They knew what was ever in that baby oil or that those bottles that appeared to be baby oil, they knew about that at first. You gotta realize, 9 times out of 10, that individual that got caught at the airport, that was supposed to be their carrier, told them what they was doing and what they had. I wouldn't put it past that he told them everything. So when they went up in there, they knew they had to take whatever was out there, and that thing that appeared to be baby oil, they took that. They got.
Remember when Burna Boy was on top, holding his Grammy like the true African giant? It felt like he was unstoppable. But lately, some are saying things have taken a turn. Let's rewind and see how Burna went from being a Nigerian star to a worldwide sensation faster than you can say. Burna Boy first made waves in Nigeria with his signature Afrofusion sound, releasing hit after hit until everyone was talking about him. His album African Giant had the world dancing and even got him his first Grammy nomination, but that was only the start. In 2021, he took it a step further, winning a Grammy for Twice as Tall. He seemed to be living his best life, on magazine covers, performing at sold-out shows, and rubbing elbows with the industry's biggest stars. But, as they say, not everything that glitters is gold.
You not even gaming because you won't claim it. No, you want to sit around and pretend to like bitch. That's what y'all do. And then you get these hard Jocelyn?
So, I'm just
like
curious.
these are the, you like half man. No disrespect, but Jocelyn rough.
Them shoulders is.
And the way she like running up on, I already know she done strapped up on you.
Ooh. Ooh. So, Jack, let me ask you. There's one, some of the shocking things.
I hear that mean with a harness.
Oh. Okay, not a harness.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you this. I'm sure somebody's already asked you this, but have you ever been to a P. Diddy party?
Yeah, many, honestly.
And so, can you take us through like what goes on, like when you were there?
What did I say when y'all asked me about why was the TD Jakes at the Diddy party?
Yeah.
What'd I say? Money and sex.
That's correct. Were you surprised that there were so many cameras in his houses?
No.
That he was recording these?
He is the J. Edgar Hoover of hip hop.
Okay.
Y'all done seen him put on the pyramid with a skirt?
So let me ask you, when you hear that Cassie was told to hire male escorts to come and what they call freak-offs now.
Yeah.
Is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody know that. I've been saying it.
Yeah.
How many times I got some these is wild.
So do you feel like people, when they hear pink cocaine, Young Miami has to bring across?
Wait, the Tusi.
Yeah, the Tusi. That's what they got.
I found out. I talked to my drug guy. Because I wanted to be informed. Because people was calling it Tusi, that's calling it the Tunchi. I didn't know which one it was. So I talked to my drug guy, and my drug guy filled me in. And then it made perfect sense. Tusi.
Talk to him.
Drugs with Jaguar.
Let's talk.
Drugs education.
101.
So Tusi is the coke, but They take the cat and cook it up. And they fold it into the cup. Now, if you don't know what cat is what they call on the street special K. It's a veterinary drug. It's a horse tranquilizer. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there were certain drugs that you would always find on hand. Viagra, ecstasy, special K, and cocaine. Now see, the cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately, it gives you limp noodles.
Rumors started swirling, spreading faster than a whirlwind. People began whispering that Burna Boy wasn't as happy as he seemed. We were all left wondering what was really happening behind those designer shades. Why would someone at the height of their career feel down? Then Burna started posting cryptic messages on social media, dropping hints here and there. But trying to figure it out felt like piecing together a puzzle with most of the pieces missing. One moment, he'd talk about his success, and the next, he'd mention feeling trapped. It was confusing, to say the least, and then came Diddy, the music mogul himself. At first, this seemed like an ideal partnership. With Diddy's connections and marketing skills, and Burna as the rising Afrobeat star, it looked like a winning combination. But something felt off. Why would a superstar like Burna, already shining so brightly, need a big name like Diddy's to help him rise? It felt a bit like hiring a coach when you're already a gold medalist. As time went on, the cracks started to show. Burna wasn't just feeling down, he felt creatively trapped. In interviews, he hinted at struggles with his artistic freedom, feeling as though he wasn't fully in control of his music. Watching it unfold was like seeing a slow-motion crash that you just couldn't turn away from.
Well, a lot of people want to hear these stories and everything like that, because this is stuff that happened back in the day. And then maybe that if they knew there was going to ever be a YouTube, or they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen, and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as, what you call that, just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff, and he's in exotic bookstores, and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that, because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he's going, I'm just looking at the places where he's picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I was like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there, and it said butt plug. And I was like, hey, yo. I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, you know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang. So I'm still gonna tease him. I'm still gonna mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs, and he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got to, I just waited at the counter. When he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like, he gave the guy a stack, something like this. And Puff wasn't a dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. It's Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper.
Now, you might be wondering, just how bad could this deal really be? Let me tell you, it's not just bad, it's downright shocking. Imagine if Burna Boy's contract with Diddy was so twisted, it made old-school record deals look easy by comparison. At first glance, it probably looked straightforward. Diddy's label would take care of distribution, marketing, and all the behind-the-scenes work, leaving Burna free to focus on his music. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. There's always fine print, and in this case, it's like signing your soul away. These music contracts are more complicated than trying to figure out mixed signals from an ex. They cover everything from royalties and advances to merchandise and touring, with clauses that can be sneakier than that friend who always forgets her wallet at brunch.
Door and stuff like that, yeah, so then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door, and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff, they're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bruh, you ain't going in there because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothering them. He was like, yo, I don't care, man, I'm going in there. That boot like that. I said, yo, bruh, Jesus Christ had to come down here and take the air out of my body before you get in that room right there. Watch. He tried to bum rush me, I grabbed it and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, G, that's my cousin. He know me well, and Puff was like, yo, G, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room. There's a lot of freaking going on. So I was like, oh, he said there was a lot of freaking going on. So that was basically that story, man. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the room, dude felt a certain kind of way, and he left out. So I seen them at the concert the next day, and they tried to, form up against me. But my man Frank was like, I told my man Frank, I was like, yo, Frank, put yourself in that position. Somebody trying to get in the room, and Ja told you don't let nobody get in the room. What would you do? Now, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, man, but I ain't taking no loss. Yo, you good, and that was it. Bruh, when Ja said, you don't want to come up in there, a lot of freaky stuff is going on. You got to use your mind. What they was doing with those butt plugs.
Burna Boy isn't the first artist to get caught in a tough contract. Remember when Prince famously wrote Slave on his face due to his deal with Warner Brothers? And TLC, selling millions of records yet still broke because of a bad contract. Diddy's been around this block before, so he knows the game well. So, what's at risk for Burna? It could be his music, his earnings, and even his creative freedom, all the things that define his career. Contracts like these can control every aspect of an artist's life, from their sound and image to who they collaborate with. Imagine being in a relationship where your partner decides what you wear, who you see, and what you eat for breakfast. Not much freedom there, right? And here's where it gets really juicy. Burna hinted in a leaked interview that he might have signed away more than just his music rights. He suggested that Diddy could be getting a cut of everything: tour income, merchandise sales, even endorsements. It's like Diddy's got his hands in all Burna's pies, leaving Burna with just the crumbs.
A boost to that girl. She's supposed to be a good bitch. No matter who she with. All the time he putting a groom in her. Of course he thought it was still gonna work. He thinks he's God.
Right.
He ain't doing shit. Raped the f out of that, put the boots to her last time I seen her. Her and her trainer, boyfriend, husband. I don't get no.
So you hear about stories of Diddy like shooting people, blowing up cars.
Yeah.
Is he this gangster that behind the scenes is that him? Or is that people
Shout out to Wendy Williams, the first woman to uncover the homo thugs. That's what these down low bitches was called when Wendy first started talking about it in the 90s, the homo thug. She talking about Diddy.
And then what's the stuff that's happening with Wendy Williams? Do you think this is all connection too?
Of course. They've been waiting. He's been waiting. He was waiting for Kim. Remember? He was waiting. The casket was ready. She was literally casket ready.
Some people are saying the whole Wendy Williams documentary that she's pretty much allegedly playing this way to keep herself safe from him, from any unaliving.
It's been working for Orlando Brown. Why wouldn't it work for Wendy?
To play crazy.
Why wouldn't it work?
Hey, hey.
The oosh goth whoosh wash.
Bop.
Orlando's brilliant.
Right.
Yeah,
Y'all spent time with him.
we did.
Yeah.
He's highly intelligent.
Yes.
Imagine what it's been like to wear this character for this long.
No, I can only.
That he does is a character. Actually, the shit he does online is the best acting he does.
Is he speaking truth?
Of course he is.
You know? We seen quiet on set.
Major pain in his ass. Literally. Since he was a kid.
Man,
And in fucking milk, running the fuck around.
With Diddy so deep in Burna's business, you'd think Burna would be living large, right? But what if I told you this deal might be stirring up a storm? Rumor has it there's drama behind the scenes that could put reality TV to shame. In the beginning, Burna and Diddy looked like best buddies, posting smiles from the studio, yacht parties, and fancy events. But beneath those happy snapshots, tensions were brewing fast. Studio arguments? Let's just say they'd make Simon Cowell seem soft. It wasn't just creative differences, it was more like all-out creative warfare. And when the money talk started, things got even uglier than a pair of Crocs on a high-fashion run.
All about the money. They saw what he did to Cassie. With the kicking, the punching. They saw what they did to Cassie. They know that nobody in America liked that. So now, these people are represented by a brand. Whether it's something about the music, clothing, movies, they're not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them, and they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey, buddy, we got you on this tape, and girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, you know, Sean Combs. That's when they're gonna start talking. And they're not gonna be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught stealing a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched. And Brother Love was watching.
Yeah, I mean, TD Jakes, he haven't even came out and said anything. And him and Diddy was real cool.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, man. And I know the people in the congregation over there is shaking in their boots because this man then led them probably, allegedly, probably led them to damnation because those people's hearts are gonna be broken if that man is seen on those tapes doing anything. Because people always put their faith in the pastor instead of putting their faith in God. And what they need to do is understand that he's just a man. And he has a history. It's not looking too good for him.
So you feel like celebs are worried that they might be on tape?
Oh, they know. That's why they ain't speaking up or saying nothing. Yeah, I was at a Diddy party, but I know I ain't do nothing. When you don't know somebody's taping you, when you don't know that somebody is videoing you in some kind of form or fashion, you got that alcohol, you got the drugs in you, they're a little loose, bruh. They let down all their inhibitions. The music is pumping. He said it himself. He got it so hot in there that you gotta take your clothes off. He said that himself, bruh. So a lot of them, like what he said? I think a lot of them was being swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? They tell off on themselves all the time, man. You just gotta listen.
But why do you think Diddy had all them hidden cameras?
Bro, when you that powerful, you didn't get that powerful without having 1 or 2 or maybe 3 ups.
Now, let's talk about the power dynamics here. Diddy's got connections like a switchboard and experience that spans decades, while Burna brings raw talent and a whole continent of fans who've got his back. It's like a modern-day David and Goliath, but this time in the music world things really hit a breaking point when Burna felt his grip loosening on his music, his career, even his own image. It was all slipping away like sand through his fingers, while Diddy clutched it tightly, like a kid hanging on to the last piece of candy. What began as a dream partnership was turning into a power struggle nightmare. It was like Burna realized too late that he was playing checkers while Diddy was playing chess. He was sending signals, calling for help, but was anyone listening? The music industry can be colder than an ex's heart, and right now, Burna was feeling every bit of that chill.
Be one of the person got caught up in the Diddy party.
LeBron said that, but yeah, you might be right. You know, it sounds like he had all them hidden cameras to use it against people.
I think that was said in the indictment, right? That was said in the indictment. You know, somebody, I think Dawn may have said that. I don't know for sure. And correct me if I'm wrong. He would, even if you didn't want to do something, he would tell an individual, "Well, I got you on tape doing it before." And the person would feel pressured in having to do something or come and do something at the party or be at the party because he already had him on tape right then and there. But what you think when you do it the second time? He's still gonna have you on tape. Those tapes is the one who's killing, because people don't understand this. Little Rod.
Just when you thought Burna was down for the count, he comes back swinging like a heavyweight champ. But don't expect Diddy to roll over. This is a true clash of titans that could shake up the music industry. Burna isn't just sitting around feeling sorry for himself, he's fighting back, and things are getting messy. He's dropping hints in interviews like breadcrumbs, and his music seems filled with hidden messages. One moment, he's singing about love, the next, he's throwing shade darker than an ex's soul. Meanwhile, Diddy's team isn't staying quiet. They're spinning the narrative faster than your head after one too many tequila shots. It's turned into a game of he said, she said, and everyone's trying to keep up. Diddy's side is painting Burna as ungrateful, while Burna's team is rallying behind him, shouting "Free Burna," like fans at a concert.
He's taping for Diddy on some occasion. When he wrote his indictment up, when he wrote his when his lawyer wrote up his briefs and submitted it, he must have had he must have been a prosecutor somewhere or something like that, because he wrote it up like it was an indictment. You understand? Saying all the stuff that had happened. Then, people don't understand this. After he wrote it up and he had the tapes and everything, they sent that to the feds. The feds opened up a case on that. Everybody think it's happened. Oh, the feds looked at Cassie getting beaten, and then they just open up a case. Nah. I think it was more so Lil Rob and them sending the feds that information. They put in a civil suit, then sent the other stuff over to the feds, and it read like an indictment. So they had to look at it because they see some crimes that was committed in that. And lo and behold, they do a raid on the house. So, to get back to your question, all the footage